Hello, I'm Tom. I'm coming at you with a bit of a guitar tip today. Nothing really, well, actually, something very specific. This is a cool little riff that I like to use to warm up. It involves a few different 2-1-2 arpeggios, and it moves through a really interesting chord progression that I like. So this is rooted in the key of D major, and the chords we're going to be outlining are D major 7, or technically D major 9. Then we're going to go to D sharp diminished. Then we're going to go to E minor 7. And then we are going to go to E minor 7 flat 5. So if we're using number system, it'd be 1 major, flat 2 diminished, 2 minor, and then 2 minor 7 flat 5. So now each of these arpeggios that we're going to move through have a couple of interesting little movements. Well, not necessarily like super crazy movements, but a couple of little tricks in here that make them flow nicely. The first one we have is a major 9 arpeggio. And from the A string to the E string, all of these are going to be rooted in the A string, by the way. Let's start with our 5th fret on A. We're going to go 5, hammer to 9. And then on the D string we have 7. On the G string we're going to go 6, hammer to 9, AO. Then we're going to go to the 7th fret on the B string. And then on the high E string we're going to go 5, and then hammer to 9. So that whole ascending arpeggio looks like this. And on the way back up, rather than like immediately retracing the steps starting on that last note, I'm going to move over to that 7th fret of the high E string to give it a little more flow. And now for the next one, we have a D sharp diminished arpeggio. And this one is going to start on the 6th fret. We're going to go 6, hammer to 9 on the A string. Then we're going to go to the 7th fret on D. And then we're going to go to the 5th fret on G, hammer to 8. And then we're going to go to the 7th fret on B. And on the high E string, we're going to go 5, hammer to 8. So that whole arpeggio. And on the way back up, we're going to without screwing it up. There we go. We're going to tap that 7th fret of the high E string for more flow as well. So now the minor and the diminished arpeggio together sound like this. And now the next one we're going to do is a E minor 7 arpeggio with a sharpened 6 right here, to give it a bit of a Dorian flavor, because technically it's in the 2 of the Nashville number system, so we want to exemplify that sharp 6 a little bit. Here's what the arpeggio looks like. We have 7, hammer to 10 on the A string, 9 on the D string, 7, hammer to 9 on the G string, 8 on the B string, and then we're going to go 7, hammer 10 on the high E string. And then on the way back up, we're going to hit the 9th fret on the high E string to give it that Dorian flavor. It's got a little bit of an interesting spice to it. So now all 3 of those arpeggios together sound like this. Ah! Pretty solid. All right, now the last one we have is an interesting one. This is a minor 7 flat 5. I like to call it the chocolate coated diminished because it's kind of like the diminished with a little bit more sweetness to it. So we're going to start this one on the 7th fret as well. We're still on the 2 chord, but we're just changing it to a different chord quality. So this arpeggio is going to go 7, hammer to 10, and now we're going to go to 8 on the D string. Then we're going to go 7, 9 on the G string, 8 on the B string, and then we're going to go 6, 10 on the high E string. And then on the way back up, we're going to hit this 8th fret on the high E string for that little bit of flow. And then from there, it cycles back into the first arpeggio again. So now the entire sequence looks and sounds like this. Here it is a little bit faster. I hope you enjoyed this little arpeggio sequence. If you like this sort of style and if you like these tutorials, feel free to let me know in the comments, subscribe, flip on them notifications, and I will see you in the next one. If you have, again, any requests, let me know. I will see you guys soon. Have a good rest of your day, and thanks again for watching.